on a 3rd and long it was. Denver's longest play of the day, 34 yards. Back they go to Ingram, balanced and dives. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram.
What a big time back-to-back plays right here. This simple rollout. We've seen this. Andy Reid. Everything. Does he get in? Yes, he's in for sure. Wow, that is stunning. I was not expecting the Broncos to come back and tie this game with 7:36 still to go in the game when they were down 2 scores. Are they going for 2?
They're going for 2 here. Going for 2 halfway through the 4th quarter.
One thing about Sean Payton, he's not scared. You saw that onside in a Super Bowl before, Jim? You ever see that before?
Yeah, I was there to see it.
I know.
Going for the lead. Here's the rollout, the throw, it's there. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That was Franklin on the receiving end, and they have come from 14 down with 15 unanswered points.
I have not seen this play very often. This is Sean Payton's special. Watch this. One step in and just go right down, flat down the line for a wide receiver on a single side. You're going against the one guy you want to in man-to-man coverage, Ringo. You don't want to go against Mitchell or DeJean. What a throw, what a play call, and what guts.
Yeah, no, what a risk. High risk. You want a signature win, you got to make a signature decision sometimes.
Wow.
And still got a half a quarter to go, but that is stunning. That's 15 points in 5.5 minutes.
You wanted a game, you got one. Here we go, people. This is crazy.
And what trust he has in his second-year signal caller.
That was gutsy.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
No. And then the call, it's like I would possibly do it if I had this perfect play, and I'm like, that was their perfect play. That's when you watch tape all week to see how they play it, how they do it, and you literally say, we got the look we got, we're doing it.
Here's the kick, traveling to the 6 to Shipley. Gets by a couple of Broncos. He's got a big return. They're going to be near the 40, actually past it to about the 43.
Got to remember, this team doesn't lose like ever. The Eagles are going to be just fine.
Next Sunday, you can count on an NFL on CBS doubleheader, beginning with a divisional matchup. The Browns and the Steelers. Later, after an impressive overtime win on Thursday, the Niners are back on the road. They take on Baker and the Bucks. It all begins at noon Eastern. The NFL Today. We're going to be down in Tampa, Tony, and you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is a great moment right here. Jalen Hurts played good. Now you got to go finish.
He's going to throw. He's got Smith turning upfield. Got 9. Singleton in on the tackle.
Perfect start. Play they ran over and over again. You can hand it off. You can keep it. And if the flat's open, you throw it.
They're going hurry up from the 48 of Denver.
Pretend hurry up sometimes. You get up and you look at the defense because they think you're going to snap it right away.
Back they go to Devontae again, who's having a monster afternoon. His 8th catch. Goddard threw a block for him. That goes for another 8. Hold on, we've got to check the laundry.
A legal man downfield. Usually it happens on these plays because the O-line thinks that you're running the ball. They don't know that you have an RPO.
Legal man downfield offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty, remaining second down.
Hold on the right guard, Steen.
But you can't blame him. His job is to block the run. It's an RPO, we call it, run pass option.
Mm-hmm.
They can't see the quarterback. They're not turning around looking. Did you hand off or not? Right here. He's going to block the second level, which he should because he thinks the ball's handed off. And then as soon as the ball's thrown, he's like, oh, why? Why?
Barkley again has only run the football 5 times in this game. It's a 2nd and 6.
That will change
right now. And he runs right into DJ Jones. Now you got 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 6.
Well, this is a great job from the interior of the defensive line. Jones pushed Jurgens all the way back.
I'd like to welcome those of you who have been watching the Texans and the Ravens are joining us here in Philadelphia, where the Broncos have come back from 14 down coming into this quarter and just scored 15 points in 5.5 minutes to take the lead. 3rd and 6 for the Eagles, who are unbeaten.
It is a little shocking, truly, like how fast that just happened.
3rd and 6, here they come. Pass caught but stopped 3 or 4 yards short. Smith with the catch. He's hit. Brandon Jones hit Hurts.
This is a safety blitz off the edge, and this is another job by Vance Joseph making it uncomfortable for this offense. And now we got a decision. Look at right out here. Comes scot-free, and this is why it's hard against the Broncos when you're in obvious passing situations. Here we go.
Yep, Denver has stopped them the last 6 3rd downs, but now this is 4th with 5.5 remaining.
Trying to see if it's man-to-man. Who runs out with him? Cover 0. Everyone's coming after. Did they check or no?
Deep down the field they go, and flags are out as it's caught again by Devontae Smith. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to go against Philadelphia.
Was no one on the line of scrimmage? Illegal formation?
Illegal shift offense. Number 26 did not reset after 2 men were in motion. 5-yard penalty remains 4th down.
Now you got a punt. And they bring out the punting team. Wow, Tony.
Watch. He's still moving. He's going to send Barkley. See that movement right there? That's the difference. Now he has to reset. Because Barkley's still moving, you would call technically 2 guys moving. So close.
5 pre-snap penalties on the Eagles today. None costlier than that one. Man boots it away. Matching Denver's 7 punts on the game. It's not very deep at all, and it's going to be marked at the 31-yard line. It's only 25 yards on the punt. 5 minutes to go, and here's how we got here. All of the action by the Broncos offense has come in this 4th quarter.
And it really was the patience to go down and just simply move the ball, matriculate down the field, and then eventually finishing with that touchdown. Then to go for 2.
Yeah.
For the new audience, it was 17-16, and Sean Payton decides to go for 2.
You saw the touchdown, one by Dobbins on the ground, the other by Ingram. And you look at what Nix has done. It took him a while to get over 100 on the game, but now he's over 200 as he's come on hot of late. They've got 113 yards in this quarter. It's only 15 for Philadelphia. He's going up top again as he lobs it complete. 1st down it is. It's Troutman. Nice play call right there, Tony.
I mean, this is why we showed earlier. You're going to fit the receiver in here, but watch. Block the D end out here. Block him, Troutman. Block him. And then let him go. And that right there is why Sean Payton is one of the best in the NFL. I think the coaching staff on both sides, both these teams are high level. This is why this is a big boy game.
4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. And a new set of downs. Dobbins. Boy, it didn't look like it was a whole lot over there, but he found 6. Just a reminder, after the game, the State Farm postgame show with the great James Brown directing. All the guys were with him in New York, the broadcast center. They'll take you all through the scores and highlights from around the league on the State Farm postgame show. How about this? In one-score game since the start of last season, Denver's only 1-8. While the Eagles have been in all one-score games so far this year, they're 11-1 of their last 12.
Belief of a champion, a young quarterback, but maybe that changes and maybe it doesn't.
He's in trouble. Oh my goodness. He got it away. There is a receiver, Troutman, in the area.
Yes, I agree.
That was dangerous.
Very.
That was Hunt who was in on him.
Outstanding job by Hunt. You could argue finishing the drive. Watch Hunt right here up top.
And now they've thrown a flag, Tony.
He reads it, goes in there, doesn't fall for the fake. That's close. I could see either way. Honestly, I might side with Philly.
Grounding offense, number 10. All big places to try to foul with loss of down, third down.
All right, wasn't Troutman in the area or not? Gene Steratore, what did you see there?
Listen, I've seen them pick up flags for intentional grounding with receivers working themselves back. I think it's in the vicinity, Jim. I know he's 10 yards away. Troutman's working himself back. I've seen those plays not be called intentional grounding in the past.
I agree with Gene on everything he said. I'm just saying I think in that specific case, I would have probably called intentional grounding.
Denver right now is on the field. They're applauding something. They might have a replay assist here coming.
Well, if someone's in the area, that's why I think Gene is correct. It just looked like he's trying to get rid of the ball and do it.
So it is an incompletion. They changed the call. It's still a 3rd and 6.
Just don't tell us?
Yeah, they didn't. Never mentioned it.
Not that big a deal. Just a huge deal.
That would have been a loss of down, too. They're bringing it. Nix throws it. What a catch. Sutton able to get the battle. Won over Mitchell. And Denver keeps on moving.
It's a tight split. And then he widens and the ball's up early enough for him to have time to find it behind him. And you see just the size difference. It's perfect defense. I can't give more explicitives about how good Mitchell, DeJean, some of these guys are on this defense. But Sutton, being big, just caught it. That means there's an extra lineman in the game when you see them talk there.
How about that? 16 yards on 3rd and 6. That whole sequence was huge.
Oh.
The grounding call, the flag picked up. Not the loss of down, not the loss of yardage.
At least
manageable.
Explained perfectly, though, right?
2:40 to go.
We didn't even know they were at 36.
Delayed game, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Well, that's a little sloppy right there at this time.
You wouldn't think so for either of these teams. If anything, Philly's been a little sloppy on offense. You saw they got stopped because they had 2 guys moving on their big down and distance. Getting that ball away by Bo Nix was either brilliant or terrible. If it would have been called intentional grounding, they got away with it. Now we got ourselves a huge moment.
Got an extra lineman in. They're going big on 1st and 15. That means Dobbins going to get the work. Dobbins maybe got 2 out of it.
If I'm Denver's going to take all down. If you're going to take a timeout, Philly, I would do it now.
Which they have.
Smart. That's exactly right. I would have done the same thing.
Tonight on CBS, by the way, it's time for 60 Minutes. Famed actor and director Rob Reiner, followed by a Grammy salute to Cyndi Lauper live from the Hollywood Bowl, plus Tracker, that's tonight on CBS Sunday. Got to remember, if you're the Broncos right now, if you were able to get, it'd have to be, if they don't pick up a first down on this next couple of downs, it'd have to be Lutz from long range, but a field goal would be huge.
I don't even know that you're going to kick one from this distance. You're going to have to get
another 5 or 6 yards.
Totally
maybe.
agree.
Yeah. But you got 2nd and 14. If somewhere come up short of the sticks and bring out Lutz, that kick would be monster.
Totally agree. A touchdown to a field goal is a dramatic difference, especially when it gets under 2 minutes. And I'll tell you, this is where coaches show off. Vic Fangio has shown off plenty of times. He did it in the Super Bowl again. Sean Payton has shown off plenty of times. Nick Sirianni, the staff. But this is a Sean Payton versus Vic Fangio moment.
2:34. Please reset the game clock to 2:34. The clock will start on the stat.
The fans wanted those 3 seconds.
Second and 14.
Every second matters.
Yes, it does. Just ask the Broncos in 2 heartbreaking last-second losses.
Here it is. Fangio versus Payton.
Do you throw it here on second down?
Fangio's asking the same thing.
He's got a man right in the middle of the field and near a first, about a yard short is Sutton. It's going to be 3rd and 2 and another timeout called by Philadelphia. Boy, Sutton has been a big part of this comeback. He's made a couple of crucial catches on 3rd downs.
Well, this is why it's such a tough thing. It's a free blitzer, and that's what opens up Sutton. But the reason is Sean Payton put 4 guys on one side, only 1 receiver over there. That's why the blitz had a wide open area, because you don't plan for that. He brought it out at the perfect moment.
It's going to be 3rd and a long 2. And if they were stuffed here, it'd be 48 yards for Lutz. Assuming that's what they would do. And let's see what they can do. They picked up some crucial 3rd downs in the late going. And they've got Harvey, the rookie, in at running back for 3rd and 2.
I think they're running it. It doesn't look like it, but I think they want to.
Going to Harvey out of the backfield. He is brought down, holding on. Makuba able to make a big tackle, and flags are thrown at the end of this, right where the tackle was made.
Oh, that's going to be huge, whoever that's on. Makuba with an incredible open field tackle, but whatever this call is.
Denver thinks it's on the Eagles.
Is monster.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense,
Oh.
number 53. Penalty falls after the goal, automatic first down.
Zach Bond. That is just a terrible error right here. Would have brought up 4th and 1.
Oh, no, you cannot do that.
Gene, any doubt about that one, that call?
Well, you know what, Jim? Once Harvey is down, you can see the defender really hasn't committed to the tackle yet. You know, I know it feels bang, bang on the field, but when you see a player down before a defensive player then decides to take that shot, you're late. And in that case, he's late on the hit, and it's a 15-yard foul.
Okay, now you've got the ball spotted just inside the 15. Philadelphia has the 1 timeout in the 2-minute.
I mean, I agree with Gene. I did not agree with the intentional grounding earlier. I think it's a bang-bang and it's close. But if I called it, I probably would have stuck with it, because it feels like the quarterback couldn't see or even know someone was in that area either. But now you're going to run the football. So now you got to sell out if you're Philly.
To Dobbins.
Take the timeout for Philly.
You're going to see a run on 2nd down. That'll take it down to the 2-minute warning. And then you're going to run it on the backside of that and try to, kick a field goal. Philadelphia's not out of it. It's not over. How do you see this next couple of snaps being handled? As you look at this right here. When they have trailed in franchise history, entering the 4th quarter on the road by at least 14 points, they're 1-112. Tony?
I just think that intentional grounding, it's interesting. What happens if a quarterback's getting tackled and he just goes, but there's a guy in the area.
Troutman was,
he's in the area, but it's
10
like,
yards away.
Let's just throw it over our head and hope that someone's in the area. It's like, is that intentional grounding? He was trying to intentionally get the ball and not take a sack. That's why I felt like there's a chance that should have been a penalty for intentional grounding. But now we are here. Sean Payton has to run the ball, keep it simple. I don't expect them to do anything different than run it 3 times.
Timeout called by Denver. I'll give you one other really fun option. One option for Philadelphia is you let them score a touchdown here.
You're not wrong, but you just saw him go for what? 2.
Yeah.
So then you could lose automatically with him going for 2.
But they went for 2 again.
I'm saying it's a great thought. You
Yep.
should definitely think about it.
Want to welcome everybody across the nation joining us for the late stages here in Philadelphia as the unbeaten Eagles and Super Bowl champs are in big trouble. They led 17-3 coming into the final quarter, but then Bo Nix and guys like Cortland Sutton and J.K. Dobbins, they got things going in rhythm, and they have owned this quarter. They have a 2nd and 9, just outside of 2 minutes to go. Eagles out of timeouts.
I expect another run.
Dobbins holding on to it with 2 hands. And it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Again, Philadelphia cannot stop it. Just this one 2-minute warning.
Now we can have a discussion about what you would do if you're Sean Payton. When we get back, let's tease him just a little.
Must be some win. They're talking signature win for this young bunch if they were able to get one at Philadelphia. 2 minutes away, but it's far from over.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Verizon. The NFL is powered by Verizon 5G and by Burger King. At BK, have it your way. You rule.
State Farm postgame show with JB and the crew is coming up. All the nation watching this crucial 3rd and 8. Do you run it and get it down to 1:10, Tony? Or do you risk incomplete and give him 1:50? You know, that's kind of...
So many permutations here. Who's on the other side? Is Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, all these dudes over there? You're going to be really aggressive. Jalen Hurts, you think of him that way. He's really good. Have you seen it lately? I don't know. But I do think right now it's going to be a safe one where the clock is going to run no matter what. Screen, run, something fast.
Okay, they fake the handoff, and he's in trouble. Now he's going to run with it, which is just fine.
That's Sean Payton talking to Bo Nix. If it's open, the play call, and it's man-to-man, and it's there, you throw it. If not, you don't throw the ball away. Genius right there.
Yeah.
You literally were aggressive, but you tell your quarterback, you take a sack.
It's the worst thing you can... That's it. Run off the clock. Just don't throw it incomplete.
It was literally a super smart call because you had the chance to get him and get a guy open. But if it's not there, you don't randomly throw the ball away and stop the clock. You go ahead and take a sack and then kick the field goal.
So there's the timeout, 1:14 to go. The field goal is going to be about 31 yards, and I guess this is the perfect time to bring up what happened the last time the Eagles played at home. As the Rams were going for a win on a field goal from much longer distance, it was blocked in return for a touchdown, and the Eagles won. And we know they've blocked 3 kicks in the last couple of weeks.
You're exactly right. And I can tell you, if I'm a Bronco fan, I'm concerned because this is one of the best crews I've come across watching tape.
Incredible.
This Eagles unit, you're going to see 2 huge guys on this left side. You're going to get Young in there. You're going to have Carter in there. And you're going to have Jordan Davis in there. And you've got some tall guys right here. And you've got some big guys. You've got to push. My hand's going to go up. And if that kick goes by the area of them, they can block this.
31 yards for Lutz. Up a little wiggle. Believe it might have been Carter of the Eagles. This was on.
False start, offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Okay, and so it goes against Denver instead. Now make that a 36-yard attempt.
Just remember, huge guys inside. You'll see the false start right there. But these guys right here, they are big and tall. 6'6" Jordan Davis.
Here we go, 36 yards. Against that wall, up and over it, and good through the uprights. And 111. We weren't too far off on the math. 1:11 to go. You're going to need a touchdown now if you're Philadelphia. Lutz has hit from 55 and now 36. And again, a lot of the nation just joined us during that drive. There were a couple of big penalties, moments in that drive. This one right here is initially called intentional grounding, but you see Troutman was in the area. They ended up picking up the flag. And then this would have set up 4th and 1, but it was an unnecessary roughness call against Zach Vaughn, giving the Broncos time to use more of the clock and lead to the field goal.
2 calls that literally can make the difference in the game, right? Each one.
Totally.
And this is why you coach. Nick Sirianni's done as good a job as anyone at the pulse of the team, getting them to improve, get better. And Jalen Hurts has a great opportunity right now to go against one of the top defensive units, one of the best pass rushing, defensive against the pass in the National Football League. It'll be difficult, but we've seen him do it before, and I expect him to go out here and do pretty well on this drive. We'll see.
And he's got to do it with no timeouts. And A.J. Brown, again, some of you just joining us, who was subject of a lot of attention this week with a message he had posted social media early in the week expressing some discontent about not getting the football. He's had 5 catches today for 43, operating against Patrick Surtain. From the goal line at Shipley across the 20, met at the 25, and this time they don't let him get out past the 40 like they did the last time.
This is a situation I remember in 2015, first game of the year against the Steve Spagnuolo defense. It's really difficult because you have to score a touchdown. It is so different going out there to get a field goal, because then you feel, hey, I can be patient and just take what the defense gives me. Right now you feel like you have to get a chunk play, something 20, 15 to 25 yards down the field at some point. Don't do that. Take what the defense gives you, and it's going to be in the middle of the field. Don't think the back isn't there. He's the guy.
1st and 10. The pocket in trouble. Again, this is going to use a lot of clock here. They got the sack. Benito. Someday the nation's going to really understand he's one of the best. He's in on 2.5 sacks today.
You've been saying it over. The one thing you can't do, take a sack. Now it becomes very difficult for Philly.
2nd and 14.
The back.
Across the middle to the back. To the 30. And again, the clock will run with Barkley. Tackled down by Barron. We're down to 30 seconds to go.
If you did it on 1st down, it would be down to 50 seconds. You do it again, you'd be at the 42, 45-yard line.
Here's a 3rd and 7. Inside 25 seconds. Knocked down, incomplete. Barron again. And now it's 4th and 7, 21 seconds, and no Philadelphia timeouts.
Benito, you've been saying he's not underrated anymore after this game, and this ball was just barely touched. Needed to be more out front. But you're going to get guys protecting the end zone. You know the middle of the field is going to be open. They need something special now, don't they, Jim?
They really do. And again, got to address a couple of things here. It's 4th down for starters.
Got to get the 1st down, something up in here. And then from there, you can go up and clock it and then take a shot at a Hail Mary.
He's got time in the pocket. Down the middle he goes. It's going to generate a flag. You got to think right here. Yep, here they are, a couple of them. As Goddard is all but tackled. It's the likes of J.L. Skinner.
Pass interference, defense, number 34. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic 1st down.
That's a hard job. Skinner guard left, right, and in the middle there. And he holds him right there. If you didn't do the last part, you would have had a chance, but that's the right call.
Okay, now at least you got the football if you're Philadelphia in a range where you can heave it into the end zone. Just at what point do you do it? Again, middle of the field, the game's all but over. That was an 18-yard penalty.
So look at the sidelines, Jim. I don't see anybody on defense over there yet, okay? How many guys over here? Just Surtain. That means run him up, bring him out, get yourself another 8 yards.
Here's Hurts. Down he goes. He's got his man. He's out of bounds. That's Dotson. 9 seconds. They're giving themselves a chance.
This is a great job. They were prepared for this. It's that same area of the field, right? 1st, 2nd, 3rd level, out of bounds. You still can do it again with this amount of time, Jim. 9 seconds. You don't have to throw it to the end zone. The defense is going to have to play the end zone. So you can take advantage of that. You'll see 3 safeties in the end zone. We're 3 guys back there.
Denver doesn't have any timeouts to regroup either. If they wanted to like talk this over, they got 3 back deep, Tony. 9 seconds from the 29. Here's Hurts. Pass almost intercepted. And everybody looking for a flag. And it's not coming out. Skinner again was on Goddard. He got flagged the last time, but not this time. We're down to 1 play. And Sirianni is furious after looking at this up on the big board.
That's close, yeah.
That would have been, again.
Initially, I didn't think so, but.
Had they called it, the ball would have been inside the 5 with 1 snap to go. Now, here we go.
This is big right here. You practice the situation from the 30 all the time. Got to get something. He's got to extend the play as a quarterback here.
Got zeros on the play clock. Now they've readjusted that and put it back at 25 and a reset. And now we're down to 1 play for the Eagles, the Super Bowl champs, to stay undefeated.
3 guys got to get in the end zone. Extend the play unless it's a Hail Mary.
Can they pull off a miracle? They got 1 shot at it. No pressure on the quarterback. He's got time to heave it. There's a whole pack of people there, and it's incomplete. And there's no flag. And the Broncos have their signature win.
That was close.
Smith and Brown, both wideouts, were right there fighting for it. The 12-game home win streak is over. There are the 2 wideouts.
In his hands for a second.
Hufanga at the end, number 9, came in to make sure that ball got out of there, out of the pack. Look at the 2 wideouts side by side, Smith and Brown. They've wanted the football more often. They both made a play on it at the very end of this one.
You can't ask for a better opportunity from throwing a ball from the 30 up in the air right there. That had a great chance, and you said it before. Signature win.
It's a big one.
You just said it.
It is, no doubt.
This was their litmus test. Are we for real? Denver's for real.
That's exactly what Bo Nix had told us meeting with him this week. If we can win it, it would be our biggest win. It is a signature win. The team from the Rocky Mountains has come into the town of Rocky and delivered a knockout blow here at the end of this one to the champs.
What a game.
Tracy, down to you.
Well, thanks a lot, and certainly the biggest win for you since you've been with this Broncos team. It was a struggle early. You guys were down 14. How did you come back?
I mean, we kept stopping them on defense, and we just started putting drives together, and we had a good drive there at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we got points, and then we got our confidence back. We felt like we could go down there and do it again, and our defense just played incredible. They just kept getting us the ball back. No matter what happened, they never wavered. They just kept getting the ball back, and we just scored when it mattered, and there at the end, we just made good football plays and had a good long drive there to finish the game, and that's one thing we haven't been doing, so it's great to see. It's an awesome win.
Speaking of scoring points, tell us what went into that 2-point conversion that coach decided to go for.
Well, I don't know. I just knew he's like, hey, left hash, let's roll, and he sent a play in. And we went out there and executed it. Troy ran a great route. We've been repping that play for a few weeks, and it paid off. And we went up, and then we had another great drive to go get a field goal, or they would have had a chance there at the end. So those points were huge, and just a great team win, man. Great team win.
And a great win for you guys as you head to London. Have a safe trip, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you so much. Go Broncos.
That will be one fun flight to London tonight for the Broncos. So there's a star in the making right there. Look at this. They're all in each other's way in the end. Probably would have had a better chance if just one of them was in the area, but they all converged. A sea of people. The ball is swatted out, and the Broncos have come to Philadelphia, a team that had gone 20-1 in its last 21 games, and they put up 18 points in the 4th quarter. They were down 14 starting the final quarter.
We talk about that aura, that championship like prestige, that thing that you have that says we're going to win and everything. It almost looked like Denver did that on the other side, where they were like, we're meant for this. We belong in this category, but they hadn't proved that to me or you or most of the fan base yet, that they're at this level. After today, you got to start to think about them.
Everybody's going to look at them differently after this one today. They put up 158 yards in the fourth quarter and 18 points to win it. Coming up next, the State Farm postgame show for Tony and Tracy and Gene. This is Jim Nance saying so long from Philadelphia. Back to New York for all the scores and highlights coming up after this.